Okay, guys. So, in a lot of my nursing groups, I see a lot of people that have said, "Oh, I failed, I failed, I failed, I failed this, I failed the second time, I failed the third time, and I'm out of the program." Okay, so best ways to be able to pass your OAs the first time, second edition. Okay, first of all, you have to do your reading. What I typically do is I skim my reading. There are different questions. I'm just going to grab a book here. Different questions for like the learning outcomes, right? You have the learning outcomes at the very beginning, okay? Write those down after you go and skim all the information. Write those down or make a mental note. Go back and look them up, okay? Annotate what page they're on. You can either do this directly in the learning outcomes, or if you are creating a study guide for yourself, go through and write where those pages were found. Also, the key concepts, make sure you understand what the key concepts are in each chapter. There's a lot of reading. If you're not dedicating, I know that I've said this on an earlier video, but if you're not dedicating 30 to 36 hours a week of studying, you're doing it wrong. It's its own job. Also, the little knowledge checks at the end of the chapters, especially in the trees book, right? The knowledge checks. Make sure that you know that you completely understand what that is saying. Make sure that you understand how to be able to apply that in an objective way, how you're able to make sure that you are able to go through and competently apply those to real world situations. It's important. It's a lot of reading. If you don't do the reading, you're not gonna pass. It's a fact. Another thing is, and this takes in a lot of time, but it's also counted within that 30 to 36 hours a week of studying. And whenever you take your PA, or if you have additional study aids, like say I have UWorlds, you can get nursing.com. There's a lot of different other guides that can help. But if you have a PA that you can print it out, okay? I don't care if it's 50 pages. Print that sucker out, okay? I make slideshows, PowerPoint presentations. What you're able to do with those is you're able to copy the question, copy the answer, but that's not just to study the answer, okay? So what you're going to do from there is you're going to look up in your textbook where that answer can be found in your textbook. Put that on your slide underneath your answer. And then you're not finished yet. Because after you've gone through and researched where you found it in the textbook, you're going to head on over to your old buddy YouTube, and you're going to find a video that coincides with that specific topic, or it expands on that subject. So say that you are expanding on the topic of glaucoma. So you're going to go through, and you may not find a specific video fit to the question, but you're going to find a broad, a generalized video that does cover that topic. And then you're still not done yet. You're also going to go back and you're going to find an article that also relates to that topic. By the time that you get done with all of those things, each slide is going to take you anywhere from about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how much you have to dig in your book, first of all, because sometimes those indices are not exactly helpful. Like, I am a research nerd, and sometimes it takes me anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to complete one slide. But here's the thing on that. If you are going back and cross-referencing from your book, from YouTube, and from other articles, and you're reading multiple articles to make sure that you have something that is relevant. Sometimes I may have been able to get by with a slide in about 5 minutes. Typically the ones that I thought I would get done in 5 minutes typically end up, costing me probably about closer to 15 or 20 because it's something that's so generalized that it's not even in the index. Yeah. I already know the answer in my head and I know why it's that rationale. But the fact is, you still need to look it up. You still need to have a page number because there could be another piece of information that comes up later that is related to that disease or to that physical assessment or here, there, whatever that now you've learned, right? Always take your time with them. Always take your time with them. I do highly recommend. I haven't taken a HESI yet because I just started term 2, just got my formal acceptance letter yesterday, whoop whoop. But I do highly recommend getting some sort of, additional study help with the HESI exams. I got UWorld. I haven't logged in yet because I am waiting for that day. Actually, I'm waiting for April 1st so that I got the 2-year subscription. So I'm going to make sure I wait until April 1st. So then I only have to do a month extension so I can go ahead and study and pass that NCLEX. So anywho's, moral of the story of this video is to go ahead and make sure that you are putting in that time and effort, okay? Answering those questions at the beginning, finding them at the end of each section. It's like high school. You do have to be familiar with the knowledge, but you also have to be able to apply it in a competent way. So, yeah. Read. I don't know how many times I could say it, but just make sure that you are reading that material and create those study guides, y'all, off of those questions. Question, answer, where is it at in the book, YouTube, and then the article that also coincides with it. You will not be disappointed. You're going to feel like it takes forever, but it's going to help you absorb the information. It's going to help you just completely retain it, and it's going to help you be able to apply it to real world scenarios. Also, because you're going to know the why behind it. All right. Have a great day.